could be 11 points next weekend at Anfield.
It will be.
And
could be done.
I don't mean to apply any pressure, but if that was to be the case, and to be honest, I think it's a must-win at home now. The way City are playing, what is it, 5 defeats in a row? You kind of have to beat them.
Oh,
that seat's about to get very hot for you,
I agree.
AGT,
Blanco.
bro. You're under a lot of pressure right now.
No, we're under no pressure.
Yeah, you are.
No. Let me finish it. Right, you're obviously coming to Anfield on Sunday on the back of 5 defeats, a couple injuries there, big injuries as well. I mean, if Liverpool do win that game, like Matisse said, it is 11 points.
If you win the game, you should win the league.
For me, I'm saying it now, that will be the turning point. If we beat City,
that's when you say your favourites.
This time next week, it'll be a different.
Are you favourites now? Yeah.
I think Arsenal. I feel like Arsenal.
Favourites now, yeah. 8
What?
points.
Arsenal.
I feel like Arsenal would do it if you don't win. If in like different universe, if we beat you, then
Can you come back into it? Can you beat them at Anfield in this current shape?
No, not really. I don't think so. Maybe get a draw or something.
At most.
I wouldn't even take a draw now.
No, of course you can't take the draw. No
I'd rather
way.
lose to Madrid.
Yes.
And then slap them
100%.
100%.
You have to
Champions
put
League thing don't matter.
you have the opportunity to put the final nail in the coffin, really.
Just us, like I said.
You have the opportunity to put the final nail in the coffin and make it a 2-horse race.
Yeah.
That's how I see that game.
Is that Liverpool and Chelsea?
No,
Liverpool.
and Arsenal.
When are you gonna put yourself in
I'm looking
it?
forward to it, man. I think
When you gonna start putting yourself
beat
in
Man
it?
United.
But when are you gonna put yourself in it?
If you play
You
like
think you do
Southampton,
something?
When you gonna
if
put
we
yourself
play
in
like
it?
Southampton, we can do something. We can do something. We can actually do
At
something.
Anfield?
Yeah.
Not just play like
What,
that.
giving us loads of goals from mistakes?
No.
Haaland said in the interview, he goes, everyone's saying we lost a few games. Yes. It's not like we got relegated.
Not like we got relegated. Hold four.
And you still might get relegated.
And miss 5 chances.
PPR.
Crazy.
PRS. FFP.
Are you scared? I know this ain't the preview, but just because we've got Blanco here and stuff like that, are you scared of any form of City
nothing.
Like Pep's never been this wounded before. Are you afraid of like the wounded animal just coming out of the bag and being like, you know what? Or like, nah, man.
A little bit, but
that's
the
not
first
happening.
20 minutes of that game will tell me everything I need to know. If we're on it and we stick it on them, I mean, what were you, 2-0 up in, 20 minutes?
20, 2-0
if
up
we
in
can
20,
do that,
29 minutes.
long day.
You don't play like Spurs.
Long day. Well, we play better than them, don't we?
Well,
Wow.
depends when they're on. To watch anymore.
But I'll be honest,
it's top of the league.
with the way that City have started now and the way that they're playing, if they win the league from this point,
Mad.
this league has to be ashamed of itself.
100%.
Because like they are giving
home.
it to us on a platter. They are saying, Arsenal, you've been there, you've signed players,
And this was
you've built for
Arsenal's year
this.
to win it.
What's Arsenal's year?
Arsenal
This
was
is your
supposed
opportunity
to win the league
This is
year.
your opportunity.
Yeah, they were.
You know, somebody must.
But at what point, Blanco, do you go, right, the dreams of winning 5 in a row isn't going to happen now? At what point do you go, right, that's it. This is a transition season.
I think from the Tottenham game.
Oh, so it's already
It's already happened.
I don't think we're gonna win the league this season. You can't win it every season, man. Come on, man.
Well, they have.
Can you win the Champions League?
No.
Can you win anything this year?
What, so City are
They're
going to
out
win
the League
anything?
Cup already.
They could do an FA
go
Cup if
trophy.
they put
City,
it.
City are going to go
Spurs
trophyless
this
this
season.
season.
Maybe in
That was
January
nasty,
if we
unnecessary.
They got reinforcement.
buy
Around the table, Liverpool are too reliant on Mo Salah.
He stays fit. So
It's because every time he plays, he's just so good that he just always scores or does something, isn't he? He's unreal.
you can't
So,
help it. Your best player.
Yeah,
is
I just
gonna
think
be
every
your
time
best
he
player.
plays, he's gonna shine. I think the interesting thing will be if you have to be without him, will your team crumble like Arsenal's? So when Odegaard wasn't there for a couple of months, they didn't even think they won a game, did they?
No.
Did they even win a game?
Didn't
Don't
feel
think they
like
did in
it.
that.
No,
It didn't feel like
they
it.
did. Well,
Did they win a game?
They might
Yeah,
have,
they
but
did,
they didn't win it
Spurs.
well.
Big Spurs.
Exactly, it didn't feel like it.
Big Spurs.
Then when then when Rodri's out, we're seeing this massive collapse from City. So if Mo Salah is out for a period of time, then we can judge it. Then,
but I would also argue that in terms of your attacking options, you've got a lot more quality and depth. I think than
and Jota's
Arsenal.
still to come back as well. You know, he's missing.
Yeah, but Salah's
Madrid game.
levels clear of
Of course,
everybody
it
else.
is levels clear, but I still think there'd be.
Depending on the matches.
And half the
I
time,
think
like
they'd
you
be
said, AG,
competitive,
you
yeah.
say like he has this knack where he's not even doing anything.
No.
Like he's not even playing his
10 minutes
best.
like
later,
big
his
moments.
shirt's
And
off.
then his shirt's off. He's got an 8-pack out.
Are Arsenal back in the groove of things now?
It's too early.
Yeah.
Well, they're just back to playing how they're meant to because Odegaard's back.
Yeah.
But they're still in the same position where they can't afford another slip up.
Yeah.
You lot are doing too much. If they're 9 points off you, innit? Was it 8?
I think it's 8 now.
Right.
It will go into double
No,
digits.
it's 9.
It's 9, isn't it? So if that goes into double,
If that goes to 12,
nah.
Also,
Bye-bye.
you need to have a look because City are only a point ahead of both Arsenal and Chelsea. Listen, Chelsea have got into the conversation at some
No,
point.
we're not.
Right? Like you can sit
He's
there.
not gonna
I have
entertain-
Sanchez
What,
in
2
goal.
wins in
Leave me
6?
alone, please.
2 wins in 6 isn't enough
hold on,
to enter the
they're
conversation.
completely matched. In terms of, if we're saying Arsenal, are
I
in
know
a title
right
race,
now,
you've got to say
but
Chelsea
the table's not really
The,
looking how
the
it should
table's
right
not
now.
fully
It's
finalised.
It's not
Yeah,
fully
yeah.
finalised, but if we're saying that it's potentially going to be a 2-horse
Listen,
race
you're
between
saying this,
Arsenal
but
and Liverpool,
come 2025 in the
we
new year,
need
you won't be saying it anymore.
enter you
You're just
into the
trying
She
to-
was saying the opposite. I can't
Yeah,
believe
she-
I ever thought
but-
that you
but
lot
if
could
you-
be in the
if-
title.
Brother, she predicted us 9th, and now she's trying to do all this.
I have
But
said
if
sorry.
Level
Tottenham
out,
win-
girl.
she's
Level
like-
out.
I have said sorry for that.
Abby.
Yeah,
A good,
damn
like,
right. You
6
say
weeks
sorry
ago.
again.
A good 6 weeks ago.
You better
What?
keep
If Tottenham
apologising.
win the next game, they're on 22 points as
Absolutely,
well.
if Spurs
so-
would have beat Ipswich, and we would have been right in the mix, weren't we?
You still wouldn't have
But
been
we're
in the
not.
title race.
Absolutely
Because
not.
we know your team.
Yeah.
So, no.
I can't argue that. I do too.
She does know
I
her
would
team.
never put us in a title
She
race.
does.
Even if it went to the very last day and Spurs were 9 points
But you
clear,
wouldn't be-
I'd still say
9 points clear on the
But
I'd
do you,
still
last
say I
day.
don't
but do you know what it
believe
is with me,
You'd be
right?
champions before
Do
you
you
kick
know what it
it.
is?
Mathematically,
I wouldn't believe it.
Do you know what it is? Arsenal and City are one loss away, really, from being out.
Out of it, yes.
Out. So Liverpool are the yardstick. They're the levels that you're looking at. The points gap to
We might
Liverpool
need
is
you to-
all you should
I'll
be
be
looking
honest,
at.
we might need
I'm
you
not
to
looking
rise
at the
those.
points gap to City, because City are nearly out of it. I'm not looking at my points gap to Arsenal. Arsenal are nearly out of it.
then is
I'm
it-
looking at my points gap to Liverpool. And Liverpool
Yeah.
are on another level right
is
now.
it just about- is
And
it-
remember, I'm not a bridesmaid.
Is
If
it a
I'm
top
saying
four
we can
race?
win the league, I'm saying we're going to go and win the league.
Okay.
Not to be participants and involved, and then I get to get the tap of the head from AGT at the end of the season. We're not
So
involved.
it's a top 4 race.
You would do that.
Yeah, it's just get top 4. And
It's
if you
just a
get
top
top
four
4
race.
early, fantastic. Then
So
you
you
can go
can't
and
say
win
that
some
Arsenal
cups.
you can't say it's a 2-horse race then if you're
No
you're standing
against us,
yourself.
though.
I'd say Arsenal are still better than us. That's why I still have Arsenal in it, but they just can't afford to lose again.
We got to shout out Ethan Manieri.
I was livid.
Didn't yeah.
That was Mike Oliver,
did too,
PGMO,
obviously,
said that.
mate.
Little fella says, saying Abbey's team lost is not fair. Liverpool won. Richie says, the Abbey Summer Derby, Man Crisis 0, Serpy 4. Nathaniel Armstrong, Liverpool about to become the first ever team to win the Prem without playing anyone yet. Let's go. The Reds have got no money, but we'll still win the league. Is the song that he was singing there. Sai says City could be 4th by the end of the week. Speaking of 4s, congrats to Verstappen on another title. Lewis is the worst player to ever start at City, says Mr. Hussein.
For us.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Fair
I was
enough.
livid.
Didn't yeah.
That was Mike Oliver,
You did too,
PGMO,
obviously,
said that.
mate.
Little fella says, saying Abbey's team lost is not fair. Liverpool won. Richie says, the Abbey Summer Derby, Man Crisis 0, Serpy 4. Nathaniel Armstrong, Liverpool about to become the first ever team to win the Prem without playing anyone yet. Let's go. The Reds have got no money, but we'll still win the league. Is the song that he was singing there. Sai says City could be 4th by the end of the week. Speaking of 4s, congrats to Verstappen on another title. Lewis is the worst player to ever start at City, says Mr. Hussein.
For us.
Yeah, that's crazy.